Hello, Internet, and welcome back to Space Engineers. So, as you saw, there it is, I now have much less ship. I have a lot of parts of a ship over there, but not much over there. Actually, if we fly over, I kinda have too little ship to actually make this. Really, you can't even call it a ship. It's a block of batteries with a seat on it. So yeah, that's going to be our first order of business, I think, is I need to make that flyable so I can attach it to the base. For that, I want steel. And we'll go ahead and nope, give me this. No, fine. Take that. Take that. There we go. Fill up these so that I have enough fuel to not die. You may notice my health is not in a amazing spot from various accidentally slapping myself into things in the time lapse. I'm not very healthy, but I think we'll be able to survive, and if not, we'll have an express ticket back to get more. So I think what I'm going to do, just going to keep this simple. Build a tower up on each side. I want to have enough clearance so I don't accidentally cook through my steel plate up there when I'm trying to land. This should give me enough. So if we put one like that, put one facing each direction like so, then backwards, forwards.
Energy low.
That should be all we need. Then a gyroscope right there. And of course all this, once I attach it to the final resting place, will be coming off. But for now, that will be good. Last thing I need is merge block. Like so. We'll just slap some steel in all this. And then go get the other parts. Well, this should be fine. God, these take a lot of steel. Good thing there were 4 of them on the ship. I guess I could use Build Planner to get the amount, but considering I know I'm gonna need more. It's not a huge issue to just kinda keep pumping it full of steel. Let's get some power back. Do a scan of the surround to make sure I'm not in imminent danger of drone attack. All looks good. Everything's been relatively quiet over the filming of the time lapse and grinding down of this ship, which is good. I don't really want to have to go into combat against something, just because that's going to mean more time away from finishing this. And I've got a timetable to keep. Let's get a little more steel just to... I want to finish the job I've started. Ooh, it's a big boy. Good thing that's one of the ones that doesn't really care too much about me.
Your health is low.
Yeah, I know. Did I put those? Yeah, dead center. What I'm gonna do, actually, I'll weld up these as well, just in case I have a little bit of thruster cookage. It'll do some damage, but it means I won't have a hole in the deck. Hopefully. Okay, that should be good. Now, nothing in Build Planner. Let's add all the bits. Okay. Now that should hopefully go pretty quickly. Or not. Oh, I really In hindsight, I should have probably put all the thrusters on when they were still attached originally. Because there were plenty of thrusters to do this. There were plenty of thrusters to do this still attached just to the barge. The little battery flotilla. Ignoring all the other ones I took off the sides of the ship. Oh. Nuts. Off. Okay, let's go ahead. As I weld them, they'll start to try and thrust because I'm at an angle. So we'll just make sure they're off to begin with. Yeah. But I don't know, because I would have still had to have ground them off, attached them again. It's not all that much quicker. And it made for better time lapse to just kind of cut them off and dump them into cargo. Okay. It's not pretty, but it should get the job done. Let's get this. I might be able to do it in one trip. No. Just shy. That should be alright. Oh yeah, 50 grids. The sad thing is I'm building this up just to move it 5 feet and then tear it all off. I guess I could have, now that I have it all built and functional, I could have just used the yellow submarine with its little extendy grabber, come over, grabbed this, and set it. I hope that wasn't what I planned to do. That would have been smarter. Oh well. This is what we've got. Okay. So, let's do this thing. Thrusters on.
Your health is low.
Okay, whoa! It can move. That gyroscope is no joke. Let's turn down. Right. Percentages. 0.20, please. That's more manageable. Okay. So we'll just scoot it on over here. And drop into position. Oh, we've got magnet. There we go. We are now part of the base. And because the cargo container was placed in correctly, I should be able to access it. Yep, perfect. Okay. Now to tear all this down again. One benefit of doing this now that's part of the base, it's very quick for me to just grind bits off, fill up, and then dump them off. Makes life much easier. Okay. We are now a base. Guess I can get rid of this. It should all still be attached. Because it would have, yeah, merged to those and the cargo container. Perfect. And I cannot use that. I can use that one. So, we now have this. Oh, actually, the last thing to do, just because it's in the way. Goodbye, chair. You will be missed. So, now that we have our little base platform, the next step is to start laying out the actual refinery. So keep those. Need those and those. Probably these. Oh, now the question... We'll have both. Those and the, pipey looking fellas, just because I like the pipes. But... question I do have... So I've got traditional tank. Looks like a tank. We also have the little bulb tanks, which are fun. The downside with these is you can't really stack them. And they don't actually have, they don't have side ports, so actually this won't work. I need to use normal tanks. Just because, well, this one would actually be piped with this, very rusty conveyor. This side, I'd have to get rid of the existing little tank, which I don't really want to do, to be able to pipe it up in a reasonable way. I guess I could build the one, drain that,
Low.
stick another... Maybe I will. Maybe I will get rid of this. Use the bulb tanks. Don't know how it'll look. Let's just place it out. That'll be... I'm doing too much thinking, not enough building. Okay. So, we have ball there. We would then have ball here. 2 of them. 2 balls. Then, we have these. And this will make this work better. I can have these running that way down the middle. We'll have the one that's there, the 3 of those. This would be replaced with another one of these. So, that's 5 generators for the 2 of these. I could maybe put a wind turbine on top of each of these. Though I don't know. I want a central pillar coming up that I can use for connecting. I may also stick some appendages on it to have gun emplacements. I don't know. These batteries will probably do a good bit. There's a lot of power here. Though, I don't want to... I need to be able to refill that power when... Well, maybe not. Maybe I just need enough to refill the power when it's not processing. And then it just takes... So there's some downtime in between when I can process and refine stuff. That might come back to bite me. Don't know. We'll go with this for now. We'll do... I could build the pillar out of thin tanks. That seems dangerous and explosive. Now let's do pillar out of pillar things, which means I need interior plate. That's fine. You're fine up there. Yeah, that'll do her. Okay. So. A lot of pipes. We'll do... Ooh, yeah, actually. We'll do one of those there. Go up a little bit. And then we'll have our connector attached up topside. So what that'll do, I don't think I'll have pipes coming off of this. That will be the wind tower. So I can use these, which line up well. So I think we've shown. I should be able to get in on that corner and weld that middle bit. But those there, and that gives me enough clearance for 4 wind turbines. Like so. That should be good. I have no gun defenses up there. But maybe I don't need them. Maybe instead I put guns on the sides of these, pointing up, and just hope they don't shoot the wind turbines. That may be what I do. Let's go ahead. If I build this, I can go ahead and suck the fuel out of the small tank that's already here. And then replace this with the generator. Nope, I just deposited, I didn't withdraw. There we go. I don't know if I'll have enough for both of these tanks and all the other stuff, because the tanks take a lot of large steel tubes.
Health low.
I should have a fair few, because of all the thrusters and gyros I think have some. There was a lot of stuff in that ship. But I may have to go back to base for a couple odds and ends before I'm fully done here. Is that? No, you're still supply transport. My whipping around, I just see red appearing and disappearing. Okay. So that's one tank. Use our build planner to tell it to stockpile. That should, yeah, be draining this one. Perfect. So now, away with you. This'll give me, don't have a convenient cargo access. Can I get it that one?
Low.
There we go. This should give me enough room there. Stick another generator. That will be 5, which is probably a good number to have. Before I... Ah. I've been stuck. Okay. No, don't paint. Get the parts. That should be the right orientation, I hope. We'll be able to check, though, maybe? No, we won't. We'll just check this way. Is there a hole? There is hole. Okay. So, on this one will be a lot easier to build. I just do this. And hope I have the bits. Perfect. Could have used a welder, but I've got a welder, so why weld a new welder? Okay. This is coming together well. I'm low on power, though, which is not ideal. Because unfortunately, any bit of damage I take will cause me to instantly die. Do I want to control? Yeah, I should have a control station somewhere on here. Ooh, I could build one of these new standy ones I like so much. Yes. I'm not gonna... There we go. Can't add it to the build planner when there's already stuff in the build planner. Maybe... there will be good. A nice kind of slightly back position where I can observe the workings. I'll have to do some fiddling around to make this sort of finished. I mean, the deck still needs to be welded anyway. But yeah. I think this'll work. I can always out one side either add more tanks or more, well, I can add more of whatever I need, really. I think my plan... Oh no, maybe off that side. So, I was thinking about it. My original plan was to do... essentially a big drill arm crane going out to the ice. Which would work fine and be doable. It'd probably be easy to shoot off that way. I could even I could shoot off both ways if I wanted. But I realized, while that's nice, that's a lot of effort. That's not really going to be super useful long term. I think what'll be easier is to set this up with a little quick drop-off point and use the miner. Because I can just go gather a crap ton of ice. Well, not a crap ton, but gather several minerfuls, dump it in. And while it's a little bit more involved, I mean, it shouldn't be all that much worse than all the extra time it would take to build the crane and set it up and actually have it run. So I think that's my plan. And what I can do to achieve that, if we start here, I'll just run a little cut out to about there and place down one of those. So, I'll have that. I can drill myself a little trench down here, connect it up to the side of the cargo container, and then I should be able to just dump all my ice straight into there. It'll go into the network and be stored and ready for use. Fix that up just to feel good. Yeah. So that's in there, so I'll remember it. Let's real quick finish this. Luckily, these things aren't that expensive. You can build a lot of generators for relatively cheap. The main thing is steel, which I have an insane amount of. Okay. So that's all good. I can turn you off stockpile. Won't matter too much, but should help. Let's select all of these. Or all of these that I can select. Which is that? Okay. I don't know if it'll show up my my spacebar button on my keyboard has taken up a slight squeak. So every time, it's when I release it, every time I release it, it sounds like a little bird chirping. So hopefully that's not audible, but if it is, that's not a small bird in my house, that is my keyboard. So that's that, do that, and those. We may be running out of interior plate, because there wasn't a huge amount. But that shouldn't be the worst in the world. It's fairly easy to carry a bunch of that. I don't know, because we had about 500? Well, this is about 100 just for these four, so, We'll see, and these take them to... Let's see if we can build these. Not looking good. It doesn't look like I have any girders. Which makes sense because I don't think there was any glass. That's fine. Girders are fairly easy to go and gather. Dump off all that. Is there anything else? Let's plumb in this thing before I forget it. That way if I need any more stuff, I know I've got it. Yeah, we may need some more of those. That should be alright though. No, oh. No, I'm not stuck because I left this open. Perfect. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. That should be everything. We'll see. Start from this end, and I should be able to weld it all up. And welding pipes. Done my fair share of pipe welding. I have trauma from the, just enough. Just enough steel plate, or interior plate. Yeah, I have trauma from, the pipe welding up to the tower. Okay. So, I'm flying back to the base. I made decisions before speaking about them. My oxygen is quite low, and I've lost the little indicator that says I have a bottle. Which means it's time to return. Which is good, because I needed to come back for the girders anyway. Hello, give me life-sustaining juices. Actually, I was refilling because I managed not to vent the base. Oh, that is something I may want to stick in here. I may just keep all the airlocks manual, but I was experimenting with, I think it's Whip's door control script or something door related. But it allows you to build airlocks, and they work really well, I found. Essentially how it works. I'll showcase in this airlock. So, when it detects that a door... Is that open? No. When it detects that a door is open, one of the two of the pair of the airlock, it detects this one's open, it turns off this block, and this block stays off until this one's closed. Which means you don't have a situation where you open this one, and while it's closing, you open this one and vent everything. So, worked really well, and would recommend it. It's fairly easy and straightforward to set up as well. The only downside is you have to have, you have to name all the airlocks, which requires a level of attention to be paid that I often don't. So I need girder. Okay, girders. I was like, I have to have them. I tore down that entire glass arboretum. I think it was about 25 apiece, so we'll take 100 of those. We'll take 100 of those. I don't know if there's anything else I'll need over there. I think I'll be good. Actually, aside from welding everything up, I think most everything was built. I'll go ahead and take the miner over on my way back. That way we can make use of it. Yeah. Whoops. That darn magnetic attraction. Yeah. So once we get the wind turbines welded up, I can start gathering some ice and having it process while I do the welding. The benefit of this, because of course I'll be using hydrogen to gather the ice, but when I don't need it, I can just dock to the tower and refill the hydrogen on here. Now, can I land without cooking through the deck? Yes. Okay. Girders for you. Girders for you. Girders for you. And girders for you. Okay. That's looking good. Nice and spinny. We can go ahead. Ooh, and actually... no. We'll go ahead and cover these up. And then go ahead and build some Gatling guns. I still think, because of course we've had the Warfare update, which has changed a bit of how, well, Warfare is done. I still think a Gatling gun is one of the better options, just because they are very high rate of fire. And it's kind of, you know, it's situation dependent. If you stay still, I've found that a small grid ship going up against a Gatling gun will still get shredded. You can survive against a Gatling gun in a small ship, but you have to keep moving. So, for the drone defense, it should work pretty well still. I do believe. Okay. I'll go ahead and weld this up. So I have a strategy here a bit. Just to make this a little bit easier and quicker. Actually, I already have them. So if I build a little funnel, you know, I don't have to line up perfectly with the collector. I have a much larger target, essentially, to drop the ice in. And it'll all kind of roll down in. Yeah, should help a little bit with the speed of mining. Yeah, that should work. What are our batteries doing? They are recharging when there's nothing happening. They aren't quick at recharging, but they should work for our needs. Now, oh, right. It's real quick. Yeah, so my thought is just turret there, turret there. They should have enough of a range of fire to kind of protect each side and all the angles of attack. Hopefully be able to take out a drone before it can do too much damage if it's trying to attack me. Did I assume I didn't need those interior plates. All those pipes are built, so... Oh, dang it. There's a trick you can do where... So, when you're welding... a thingy, anything really, if you just tap left click, you deposit all the pieces in your inventory and then start welding them up. So what you can do is deposit all the pieces and then still look through the grid to access the cargo container to get the rest. Which, did it light up for a second there? Hold on. No, I think I'm paranoid. But that's a nice way so that you don't have to, if you're building something right onto cargo access, you don't have to then build it partway and then go find other cargo access. Don't look over there so menacingly. Gun has attitude. Here, I'll try and show you on this. So, I have a bunch of stuff in my inventory. If I left click, it's all in there. I now have much less in my inventory, and I can still access and pull the rest out. Nice and handy. Now, luckily I had a crap ton of ammo in this from that ship. Actually, I don't think it was a crap ton, but... no, it's, edging up towards crap. Yeah, so... that should be good. And again, given the, meta fact that I don't have attackers when I'm not here, that should be good, and I can probably take the rest of the ammo and throw it in the yellow submarine or the base over there. Because 12 in each gun ought to be good. So that's that. Is there anything else? I don't think there's anything else I need to do right now, right here. What I may do... let's... hop in. I'll go ahead and gather some ice, fill up the old ship, and then we'll see it start to work. First things first, I want to... I think these, yeah, these throw out ice. So let's just turn these off. Yeah. That should keep the... collectors from collecting as well. So now I'll actually gather ice, which means I can make use of it. Okay. I'll just kind of scrape the surface. I'm nowhere near the surface. C. Well, C came in an inopportune time because now we can't. We're doing something here. How much cargo do I have? We're not filling up the drills yet. Not quite sure how much ice it can lift. But I guess we'll find out. I've still got some lift thrust overhead, so that's about where I normally take it with iron. And it's pretty sluggish, so we'll go with that. This is a little easier, just because I don't have to fly as far in between loads. Which is good, because that means it's less fuel per load, which should give me, more whatsits. Do I have? No, I don't have a control for throwing out. We'll set that up. So... where are collect all on off and throw out on off. So... there goes ice. If we can see, it's kind of hitting the side and then rolling in, which is nice. If we get somewhere where we can look at stuff. Yep, it's going into generators. And let's look at our tanks. Our tanks are filling. It's a very slow process. What are our batteries? Okay, they've got a day until full depletion, so I am using more power than I produce to actually refine the ice. But that shouldn't be a huge issue, because with this amount of batteries, I have plenty of power to refine, and the refining of the ice isn't going to take more than a day. I'll then have time to charge. Well, guess maybe... do I want to weld up more, or do I want to gather more ice? That's the question. Maybe we will dock here. While it's processing that, we'll load up, and then we'll be able to check... not load up, weld up. And then we'll be able to check how much, is that going down? Yeah, it is. See how much fuel a load gives us. So. This would be a perfect job for the weldy, but I don't feel like flying all my ships over here. It's not too bad by hand. Okay. Well, that's welded up. I guess let's see. Have we gone through all our ice? Yes. Okay. What are our tanks looking like? Where are... There you are. So that's at 7.3. That was the one that we filled up with the other one. 2.3. Okay, so it had 5% more in it. 2.3% full. So how many... That is roughly 50 loads of ice. Oh boy. Do I want to do 50 loads of ice with the miner in order to fill this thing? Not really. What are my other options? We're kind of slap in the middle of the island. The shortest way is actually that way to ice. That's like the longest way. This is all dinged up. What on earth? Huh. That's weird. I think those might be shadows, but there was some damage here. I don't know what that means. Dang. Well, how much stuff do I have? Oh, let me free, turret. There we go. How much stuff do I have? Not a ton. I can make some pipes, definitely, but... Oh, it's the light of this causing weirdness. I don't know. Part of me thinks it would be quicker and easier to build the drill and have a large drill drilling a bunch of ice constantly to kind of keep this place fueled. But I don't know, I feel like it's quicker to just kind of get on with it, start doing loads, and, you know, just get enough ice the good old-fashioned way. Don't know. Well, maybe what we'll do, I'll push this off. I'll do the mining. I'll do some mining in the miner in between episodes. And if that gets super tedious, I'll just build a quick ice drilling rig. Probably won't be anything you've not seen before. So just something real quick and sloppy to get a bunch of ice real quick. Because I think next episode is preparation. And then the next episode after that will be episode 50. Which sounds to me like a perfect time to end a series. Yeah. I think that sounds good to me. And the last things to do, I wouldn't be opposed to doing a little bit of decorating around here. Mainly because I'm not quite at an episode length that I'm happy with yet. Don't know. Well, one thing I can do that's pretty easy. If I take these... Yeah, sticking one of those down there will make this corner bit look supported. Which will be nice. And then I'll leave access to cargo over here, and I may figure out something to put here later. But yeah. It's a little decoration. We have this. What does this need? What would make this place really tick? Maybe a little building here? Something just nice and simple. Ooh, that could be good because I can put a vent on it to have it essentially pressurize. Have a little office. Yeah, I like that. I'll gather some bits. Okay. Yeah, so we'll just kind of slap it here. I need steel. That's what I need. Give me that. Okay. So if I just kind of do that like so. Maybe... Yeah. So that'll be there. These will take... Oh no, these take steel. Convenient. So you have those there. Maybe we... do... something? Oh no. I'm gonna do these here. We can have a door that side. This side will have more window. We'll move that inside. Yes. Try not to get stuck under a turret. Do that like so. Yeah, this is looking alright. So just a little doodiddle like that. We'll have these as sort of slopes. Do some various bits and bobs. Yeah, this is looking nice. I won't have this have an actual airlock. It'll just be vented to the world at large. Mainly because I don't think an airlock is strictly necessary. Considering I'm not, I'm pressurizing the space with air from outside. I can't breathe here, can I? No. Never hurts to try. Yeah. So I'll be pressurizing this little bunkhouse. It'll be a nice place I can go just sit and relax. Get air into my body. It'll be also where I recharge, because I don't want to have a full-on medical station here. We'll have the little control stand where it was. So, maybe a little table here. Don't have interior plate. We'll do some decorating in here in a minute, but I think that'll look good. It'll give it sort of a, you know, we'll have a little place to hang out. It'll break up the flatness of this a little bit and make it look a little more like, you know, an oil refinery type of structure. Let's go ahead and weld all the bits I can. Yeah, I think this will be nice. And then I may set some little something or another off to one side somewhere as well.
Energy low.
Just lay some decorative looking things around the place to make it look interesting. Okay. We'll go ahead with that and see what we got. I may need to go back because I don't think I have much glass. Oh, I don't know. I may just couldn't hold that much. Nope, I think I just don't have that much glass. Well, that's fine. Yep. Cannot pull any glass.
Energy critical.
Man, that should be alright. Yeah. Get the rest of these bits built, except for the glass, and then fly home and gather everything we need. Okay. I have no power. Whoops. That's probably what the lady said. Okay, hopefully we make it back before we start taking damage. Oh,
No
just.
energy.
Don't know why I waited for a second to see if it would hurt me. But we're good. You do refill so quickly off of a medbay, though. Even a survival kit could be handy. But I don't really think I have much. There is silver on the lake. That is one thing I've not decided as well. So I think my plan for the future, well, maybe we'll describe that in the future, but it may involve gathering more components for a second jump drive. I don't know. What do I can just pull it. There we go. Yeah, so we will see in the future what I decide to do in the future. It's very cryptic and mysterious. Okay. Class for everybody. Guess I could have used the new glass because these don't really line up. Oh, that's how I should have done this. I should have had it raised a level. Yeah, well, I think it's fine as is. So let's need some interior plate and construction components. To place the rest of what I want placed. So I'm thinking maybe tables there and there. You've got the sort of control stand. It would be tempting to stick something else in here, but I don't think I have a good spot. I think that'll do it. So that will maybe have some lights. Perfect. Let's make sure these, yeah, full 800 meters. And go ahead and target everything you can. That should be good. These we will set to low intensity, higher radius. Maybe drop the color back a bit. Give them a little yellow, actually. Even weaker intensity. There we go. Now, well, first I have to go make sure this one is pulling in. Depressurize on. Now, we fill up with air real quick. So it's a nice comfortable spot I can sit and relax. Monitor the goings on of the fuel refinery. Yeah, I'm pleased with that. Okay, well, I think that'll be where we end it for this episode then. So we, yeah. Look at our base on the ice lake. Oh, can I get an angle? Is that a good... That's alright. That's something. Yeah, we'll go with it. Yeah. So, that'll be it for this week. Next episode, I will hopefully have a bunch of hydrogen. We'll do some last-minute preparations, and then get ready for our journey to the cosmos. So yeah, thank you everybody so much for watching. Feel free to check out any of the other stuff I've done, and until next week, bye-bye.